Sauvé by Kenneth, Tynan. Characters. Frelsi, a Viking warrior who lost her family. Freya, queen of the Aesir, a god with a dark secret. Mudgood, guardian of the Death Bridge, part giant. Bjorn, Frelsi's devoted tricksy husband, dead to the Saxon invasion. Astrid, Frelsi's strong-willed daughter, dead to the Saxon invasion. Context. In the Old World, before the English were known as such, the Saxons were the people of what was Anglia. The Saxons made a deal with some Viking parties to share the land. However, there was tension as the Vikings were heathens and didn't believe in Jesus Christ. So, because of this, the Saxons raided the villages promised to the Vikings, killing the heathens and starting a war. The story this script tells diverges at this point from history and delves into the world of gods and mortals. Scene 1. A battlefield covered in fog where the dead lie among destroyed tents, where spears and arrows stick from the ground. All the gods know their fate. Smoke rolls on stage. The sounds of a battlefield can be heard, swords clashing, shields crashing, yells of attack and yelps of pain. Then there's a long drawn-out scream that drowns out the sound. We see two bodies slightly obscured on the battlefield. Frelsi stumbles on stage, bloodied, dressed in Viking gear.
Astrid? Bjorn? Where are you?
Frelsi searches.
Bjorn, this isn't funny. Vid hamlig Thors, come out, husband. It is safe.
A trumpet followed by the sounds of wings can be heard. Frelsi's search then becomes more frantic.
Astrid, come to me, please. The Saxons are gone. Oh.
The two bodies on stage rise as the wings' beats become louder. We see arrows protruding out of the adult, and only one from the child.
No, where are you going? Stop, don't walk, the Valkyries will take you.
As the two bodies begin to walk off stage, the wings grow distant.
Astrid, no, there must be a mistake. Brunhilde must take you away. You couldn't die a coward. You are just a child. Bjorn, do not escort our daughter towards that cold mob. Do not become lost amongst those who do not die in glory. Bjorn!
The two figures ignore Frelsi as they exit stage.
We are taught to be brave, to face all danger, so why did you insist on hiding, Bjorn? Now you and our daughter walk lost in those icy fogs. I cannot accept this. We hadn't taught Astrid to defend herself, so how can she be sent to Hell's army of dead? No, this is not fair. Damn them! Damn those Vanir! Those Saxons told us that this land was a gift, yet they come in the night to slaughter us? But they didn't expect Viking steel to be still as sharp as we sleep. We dream in blood and relish the fight. For every one of my sisters and brothers that fell, 4 Saxons would be dragged down to hell. We wield the strength of the bear and the claws of Hugin and Munin to keep our minds alert. So why must I lose so much?
Such is the way of the world.
Freya, cloaked, enters. The woman is armed, but does nothing to provoke. Frelsi draws their blade.
I did not think Saxon women were trained.
No, Saxon I am not. I am much older, but I come as friend.
I have no need of a friend, woman. What I need is to find those responsible for my kin's death. Move.
Frelsi makes a move to push past the woman.
But those who killed your family are no longer here. They are housed in a place you cannot reach.
I know, but I will hunt their families and do what they did to me.
Freya gets in Frelsi's way again as she tries to move.
You still wouldn't be reconnected with yours.
You claim to be friendly, yet all you do is tell me what I cannot achieve.
Frelsi lifts her blade to face the Freya.
Maybe you are no friend. Maybe not a Saxon, but only an enemy tells a Viking that they cannot achieve vengeance. Latha.
A coward. Fine, let's see if you're steel
charges Freya, sword held high. Freya steps aside as the blade comes down. Frelsey swipes hard, but Freya is always ahead, almost as if she knows where Frelsey will be. They continue this way until it seems like Frelsey will land a blow, but Freya blocks it with her own sword, half-sheathed. She then disarms Frelsey in one movement as Freya resheathes her sword.
Come then. Strike me down.
Calm yourself, people. It's not your time.
And who are you to say that?
I am, or wish to be, your benefactor.
My benefactor. You think I am a mercenary. I do not kill for anyone except.
For those close to you? Yes, the Viking code of fidelity, truth and industriousness. No, I am not here to give you money. I am here to give you a target.
Who else is to blame but the Saxons? Who but they who sold us on a lie and stole it right from under us?
The one who designed how those on the mortal plane pass, Odin.
That is rich. You expect me to kill a god? The All-Father, no less?
I do not expect. I know you will.
Yet I do not know you.
In good time, I ask that you follow.
When skull and haughty devours the heavens, that is when I would tread your path.
Do not force my hand, people.
Fool, maybe, but to someone who denies a grieving mother peace,
Frelsey grabs her sword.
I would become a monster.
Frelsey lunges towards Freya, who then promptly knocks her out with the butt of her sword.
You forget. Your gods are mortal, and Odin is to die by your hands, my monster.
Frelsey struggles but collapses. Freya claps her hands and we cut to black. Scene 2. A large cave where Freya has made her home. A large bowl on the pedestal lies in the center of the room. The sounds of water drip and echo as the scene opens in a cave. There's a podium with a large bowl of water at its center that glows. There's also a simple bed to one side, along with a low-lying table and some stools and a trunk. Frelsey awakens in the bed. Freya sits at a table, sipping a drink.
You're awake? Good.
Frelsey reaches for her sword at the end of the bed and draws.
Is that any way to treat the person who welcomes you into the hay mill?
Who are you?
Freya motions to a cup on the other end of the table.
You're there?
Frelsey doesn't move.
I asked.
I heard you. Now would you like some?
Frelsey hesitates. She makes her way, sword held towards Freya. Frelsey sits and sniffs the cup. Freya drinks.
Hits the spot.
Frelsey stares at the mug.
It is some of the finest mead you'll ever have, straight from the barrels under Valhalla itself. If I had wanted you dead, you would have woken up in the mist, darling.
Frelsey hesitates, but swigs the mead.
Normally, you would only taste this level of perfection if you were dead, which you are not. You asked who I was. Well, I am a mother, but also a wife to someone who watches too closely. I have many names, but I am most commonly known as Freya.
How do I know you're not some clever vulva pretending to be a goddess? You do not appear as you're depicted.
And Rites is always so limited. Your kind's perception paints me to reflect your values, not as I am.
Then how do you know me?
Because I was in the vows when you and Bjorn had your burlap. I was there when your Astrid was born and when she took her first steps. A common witch could not have seen the way you and yours have grown and know how you hurt. But I do not lie. Your pain is why I want to be your benefactor.
My pain?
Yes, your pain I am or will be familiar with. My son, Balder, will be killed, and in searching for answers I came across you. I had a vision that you would destroy Odin, and then Balder and I will have nothing to fear.
My pain. What could a god know of my pain? You still have your son, husband, and more. And I am left with a roaring reg that wants to rip and tear. Your spiel work is beautiful, sewing threads on a tapestry. Yet you drag me from my own and expect me to do your dirty work. I don't care who you are, woman, but what good would killing Odin do for me? Tell me.
Child, I am promising you revenge in its highest form. You blame the Saxons for deceiving you, but in the end, who do you pray to for guidance? Who do you pray to for answers? And when the bones said that they would provide and instead they stole, who was the one you could turn to but did nothing? If you take his life, not only will you avenge your daughter and husband, but I can help you bring them back.
Freya gets up and walks over to the large bowl on the pedestal in the center of the stage.
The mead of Studingurg.
I do not need to become a poet to kill the Allfather.
It's not just meads of poets, but a drink distilled from the man known as Carwasir, who could solve any problem. If you drink, you will find the solution to our shared problem. This is how I found you, and before you ask, it is a single solution per person.
Frelsey approaches, looks down at the bowl that causes the ceiling to dance with lights.
Reyna,
What?
prove to me that you are Freya. Prove to me that you are a god worthy of my faith, and I will go to war with your husband. Or I will slit your throat.
Freya seemingly towers over Frelsey.
I am the giver, the shaker, the one who sows. I am daughter of Veneer and a part of the Asai by marriage. I have failed many to achieve my goals, and you, child, will be granted a second chance with your family should you complete my request.
Frelsey stares at the bowl.
You promise you can reunite me with my family?
Frelsey dunks her head into the bowl. When she pulls her head out, the lights from the bowl intensify and reveal a vision that is projected onto the ceiling, invisible to Freya.
What do you see?
Images play out. Frelsey battling someone with an eye patch. Freya screaming over a boy in her arms. A hand pulling out a green arrow from the boy's chest. The bottom half of a face showing a sly grin. Frelsey holding a bow, then howling winds and mist.
I see Odin. I see my fight with him. I see a green arrow that is loosed on a boy, and I see a grin in the dark, but no face.
Then Bjorn and Astrid appear in the vision, smiling.
I see...
They beckon her through the vision.
What is it?
Bjorn? Astrid, they beckon me from...
The vision ends in a flash, in what sounds like thunder, and we black out momentarily. Frelsey lies on the floor, and Freya rushes to her side.
Frelsey, what happened?
Frelsey sits up with the help of Freya.
I saw my family. I have to go to the realm of fog and mist.
The dead become a part of the mist, a part of Hell's army. But you, with warmth still flowing in your veins, would eventually lose yourself entirely. Here, take this.
Freya goes to a chest at the end of her bed and pulls out a mail shirt and a pair of shoes.
The shirt of Ragnar for protection and Hellscore to make sure you walk the right path.
I sailed with Ragnar. When did...
Do not ask questions you do not want the answers to.
But
Frelsey swallows the question and nods. She takes the items and puts them on.
Now I am only able to open the passage to our side of the Galabru. Note, a warrior awaits you on the bridge, protecting the dead from the living.
A portal opens. Wind howls as it did in the vision, and snow can be seen swirling. Frelsey adjust themselves in their new gear.
what warrior?
Fret not, you are worthy to cross, just...
Her words are swallowed by the wind.
What?
And remember, we do this against Odin who watches all.
Frelsey nods again. She turns to leave until Freya catches her arm.
You mentioned a boy with a green arrow. Was it? Never mind. Go before I freeze.
Frelsey walks to the portal and turns out to look at Freya, who's already gone. Frelsey exits. Scene 3. A bridge where the dead cross. Dead trees surround and a river that sounds like swords and daggers clashing beneath. The wind howls and snow swirls. We hear the stomping of feet, creaking of wheels, and the faint sound of a river. A light glows as we see a bridge slowly appear, and then we make out a crowd of people making their way across the bridge. Frelsey enters stage.
The Galabru.
Frelsey steps into the line of people making their way across the bridge. There's a rhythm that can be heard as they walk. Shuffle, creak, stomp, shuffle, creak, stomp. A person steps out onto the bridge, full armor and a helmet. They look like a giant that's rotting.
Come, lonely wanderers, cowardly warriors, State your business to Morgood, the fierce. Be sure to be true, or be chastened by my steel and thrown into the screaming rapids.
Frelsey tries to blend in with the crowd as Modgood scans and sees Frelsey.
Well, you're quite a kebik for a dead person.
Frelsey tries to run past.
Stoba. I cannot let you pass fleshling. You have the stench of those who breathe steel about you.
And what if I try to pass?
You got spirit. I like that. If you try fleshling,
Modgood then pulls out a large axe.
then you wish to enter as a spirit. And Morgood will be happy to facilitate.
Come then.
Frelsey readies herself as Modgood charges. Modgood launches themselves forward, axe swinging downward, Frelsey just barely dodging. Modgood uses the momentum to swing the axe behind them, forcing Frelsey to retreat a ways.
Comrade, dying by my axe is not a shameful death. It will be swift and you will cross without delay. Unless you tell me your purpose.
I am no coward. I am on a mission to kill the Allfather.
I haven't laughed like that for a millennia. But no, that is not your purpose.
Modgood charges Frelsey again, forcing her to draw her sword. The pair clash, exchanging blows. Frelsey swings. Modgood sidesteps into a wide sweep, while Frelsey ducks. The sword Frelsey wields does not pair off well against the great axe, as it just bounces off the handle and Frelsey struggles.
Come, let me know your purpose for crossing. Or perhaps your sword has some anger too.
I am no womanly coward, and neither is my blade.
Frelsey rushes Modgood. The pair exchange blows.
I am to defeat Odin, and
That is the purpose you want to believe. But I see there's a truer purpose that you cannot grasp.
Modgood swings hard, jarring Frelsey's hold on the sword a bit. This gives Modgood the chance to body check her to the ground. Frelsey doesn't allow it to stun her as the axe comes down where she was.
as I said, the Allfather is to die by my hand. Let me cross.
Modgood pulls the axe out of the floor and takes a non-combative stance.
If you seek the Allfather, then you are lost as a Ratatosker without the World Tree.
I had a vision.
A vision brought you to Gralbrook?
My family.
I cannot allow you to cross.
But
Modgood stands, putting their axe away.
Your time has not yet come, and your purpose to cross do not ring true.
my purpose.
It's not yours. Until you return with purpose that is yours, the Gyalbur is close to you. Frelsey of two names.
2 names? What are you?
The spirits and Modgood start to fade.
Discover your purpose, and then, fleshling, will you be worthy to cross.
Everyone is gone, including the bridge.
Hello?
Nothing responds. The only sound that has increased is the river that sounds like knives and swords clattering.
I am worthy. My purpose is to destroy the one who designed it all. I will find.
Modgood appears behind Frelsey and turns them.
You speak, but not from your heart. I will give you a nudge.
What?
Modgood shoves Frelsey into the river.
Travel well. We will see each other soon.
Modgood laughs, and a raven croaks.